Uh, man, it's insane because she's like this 16-year-old Latina girl, and she's a real pretty girl, and she's nice. She's a very nice girl, smart, all those things. But then she couldn't stop saying those two jokes and over again, just the nacho cheese joke, and then just anti-Polish racism. She thought that shit was so funny. She would take those popsicle stick puns, and she was just like, man, that was the only thing she would do. But then like the other thing she would do is just like I said, wicked anti-Polish racism. And it was like how you just said like one person's like it's like having a 15-year-old boy and a 45-year-old librarian. It's like that was her spirit. 15-year-old girl, 45-year-old librarian who was like a wasp. You know what I mean? And it's even funnier. It's even funnier. It's like you're a Latino. Like they don't like you either. Oh man, yeah, she's a nice girl. I've
More
had
the gay librarian, but whatever.
a gay librarian. Well, a straight female librarian and a gay librarian, both agree. They both agree
Polls?
on dick. I thought I made that
I
one
thought
obvious. I thought didn't I make that one clear? Wasn't that joke easy? Like Sunday morning?
it was until you tell it to me, then I make it more complicated than
More,
it has to be.
more, more like 5
It
a.m.
only goes. It only the joke only goes one way.
Yeah, that's fair. It's
It would have circled back eventually.
unlike a bisexual, the joke only goes one way. I like that one.
Ew.
Mhm,
Like your
mhm,
mother,
mhm.
Turbeck.
Welcome to the We Remember the 90s podcast, hosted by Dan Cohen of the 90s gang.
I'm red 90s.
Hell yeah. We pick out the whitest part of the 90s for you to just nostalgic over.
That'd be all star.
Yo, can I guys tell you this really dark thought I had today? You know how like the Pentagon is trying
Okay,
to
tell us.
All right, you know how the Pentagon is trying to be like there is an alien spacecraft coming. It's 12 kilometers long and it's hostile. Like to distract us from the Epstein files. You know what I was thinking, man? I'm really hoping that like a shit ton of Republicans
Yeah.
just commit suicide and they're just like, oh fuck, wait, no, we were lying. Like they panic. Like 30 Republicans commit suicide. They're like, shit, that was the wrong people we were trying to scare.
Wait. This is oh
Because
Jesus!
of the Epstein files?
I didn't
Yeah.
realize this was a legit thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do it every time, and it's always obvious.
Yeah, they're trying to like
That
they're-
or
Or-
they do it right before we invade Iran. Those are the two reasons that we do this.
those are the two reasons we do the alien game.
Pedophiles or Iran.
Mhm.
It's
When is
America's
this thing
favorite
supposed
new
to hit
game
us?
show.
Petaron.
When is our next D-Day? When is it supposed to hit us?
It's supposed to come in
Whenever
October.
Trump decides to drop a bomb on Iran. Did you not hear the explanation?
Well, the alien craft is allegedly coming in October, right?
Yeah, but the problem is you can't account for Trump
They
deciding
have
to just
they have
run it
a
early.
arrival date on a UFO.
They have an arrival date on a UFO.
Are you sure that Trump isn't going to use one of those Jewish space lasers to fucking shoot that shit down when it comes?
I mean, I imagine what they're gonna do is they're gonna announce that they beamed a team of elite soldiers onto there through a Stargate and took down the alien craft.
Listen, we can't keep doing the Stargate bit. There's only so many times we're allowed to do that.
They keep doing
Like-
it though.
5 seasons in a movie. That's about all you're getting out of it.
Oh, try 20 seasons total.
Holy shit, that show ran for 20 seasons?
Okay, so Stargate SG-1 was 9, Stargate Universe was 3, and Stargate Atlantis was 5. So like I'm not close. Well, I am close, right? It's above 15.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. And it had 4 movies, including the worst movie of all time, in my opinion. The one, so there's a Stargate movie. It's like Stargate Universe's Catherine or whatever. Because the girl who, okay, there's a woman who worked in SG1 at the very first season of SG1, and her name was like Catherine something, and her father found the Stargate in Egypt in the 30s, right? Because originally,
Okay.
so
I
this is
guess.
okay. So originally the Stargate was like held by the Nazis. They found it first, and they were like, "Tee, they're going to power the Stargate to go find the Aryan homeland, and then we're going to bomb the homosexuals and the Jews through the Stargate." And
Yeah.
yeah, and they were like, and then like because it was
As
found
one
by
does.
it was found by Catherine's father, but Catherine's father and the Stargate got captured by the Nazis. The Allies took it over, stuck it in Area 51, and then in the 1960s, the 1990 Stargate team hit a wormhole wrong, went back in time, came out of that Stargate and had to fire it up for the first time, which then inspired the US government to spend 30 years mining out and building Cheyenne Mountain so that they could start the Stargate program.
Yeah.
Now, with that in mind, Catherine is one of the women who works at the Stargate base. Her father found it. She was captured along with her effeminate boyfriend, who was a secret closet homosexual, in the 30s, and some random Arab that she ended up falling in love with.
The sub fucking Arab.
That's unrealistic.
Yeah.
Nah, British broads loved Arab dudes
They'd have,
back then.
no. They'd have shot that Arab on sight.
Nah. So anyway, like long story short, they go on this adventure through the Stargate in the 20s secretly that she tells nobody about. That involves like female Jaffa only and a female Goa'uld who bangs female Jaffa. Because of course like we had to do obligatory wokeness, you know. There's a thing about the Goa'uld, right? They skew towards heterosexual, and the Goa'uld, whatever body they inhabit, surprise, surprise, they commit a fuck ton of rapes. Because part of the fact is like the Goa'uld penetrates the host, and the other part is that they use the host to rape people. Because the Goa'uld are the bad guys. So they do this thing where it's like, no, it's a woke lesbian Goa'uld, and it's like, this doesn't work.
Thank
You,
goodness a woman is finally committing my rapes now.
yeah, a woman is raping other
I'm with
women.
her. I'm with her.
Oh, gruesome. Gruesome.
So death by snoo snoo?
Kind of.
Snoo snoo with extra steps.
Yeah. But it's like really gruesome shit. And they like try to do this woke lesbian thing about it. Every actor is terrible. The Nazis are terrible actors, and not in the sense like Nazis are bad people, not in the sense that like they deserved better or something in like the movie
They
terms. Like
just literally are bad actors.
literally the actors portraying the Nazis are bad at it, and you're like, I don't know, compared to the like you're pitting up like the thing was like you should never put the Nazis and frame the Nazis as the bad guys and then be like, you see how bad they are? Look at the Goa'uld, they're worse. Like that's not a thing you should do. And likewise, you shouldn't compare the Goa'uld, which are space snake rapists and murderers who commit genocide as a matter of like, it's a Tuesday and I'm entitled to do so, right? Like you shouldn't compare them to the Nazis to be like, see, the Nazis are still worse than the Goa'uld. Like one at a time. One at a time, because there's no way you can do that without it trivializing the Holocaust or without it ruining the rest of the continuity of the show.
But again,
One is
if you
clearly
didn't
worse
compare
than the
yourself to the Nazis back then, how would you know that they're bad?
other. Yeah, I guess, right? And like I said, the acting is horrible. They try to do these cartoony fucking bits because like we watched those Stargate episodes and they were like, oh, there's some funny moments. You know what I mean? Like there's something there's a funny thing about like Teal'c interacting with our world, and he's a Jaffa. He's not a normal human, so he doesn't know how Earth runs. You know, like those are little slice of life moments. They're a little cute and funny. It's not so much funny to do wacky Bugs Bunny style bits in a Go Old's bedchamber. You know what I mean?
What's up, Doc?
Yeah. Like you may as well had Catherine chewing on a fucking carrot. And like Catherine's character was like she had fallen in love with this German physicist who was like coded as probably being taken over from the Nazis or whatever. And then his ass got lost because he was like the first person in like the 80s to go through the Stargate. Okay, they lost him, and then later like the Stargate program found him, but he was already like on his deathbed. Okay. And like
Ugh.
there's a sad story there, right? And then there's like Catherine's like in the early seasons of Stargate, she's super helpful because she's a fucking physics master. And she has insights into the original fucking device. You know what I mean? How they found it, where they found it, how many there were, etc. So like Catherine's like a useful side character. She's really cool. To reduce her, to try to make her this femme fatale lead that is also fucking Bugs Bunny is like your writers sucked. That's it. Your writers sucked. Your actors sucked. This project should not have gotten off the ground. I'm very aware this is an overpriced fan movie.
Yeah.
I like
It
turtles.
checks out.
You like turtles, nice.
That's how investment works.
Hmm. Well, there's like a Starship Troopers movie where like there's a Starship Troopers fan movie where the bugs basically hit Earth. And it's all in German. So it's like the German portion of the Federation fighting back against the bugs. And it's like if you watch it, you're like the special effects blow, but like you're like this is actually a really good Starship Troopers sequel. They put a lot into it, and there's something about the Germans that really fit the vibe of Starship Troopers. I don't want to put my finger on it, but
The German.
Let them cook.
yeah, there's something about the Germans that really just click with the Starship Troopers universe. Again, can't put my finger on it, but it's a really good film. So like I don't think all and like how many independent creators have I watched? I'm an independent creator, so are you guys. You know, independent creations can be perfectly fine. They just can't be absolute dog shit. They have to understand their characters or be willing like if you have contempt for the enemy character, like let's say you like really hate a franchise and you're like I'm going to parry the fuck out of this cuz I hate it. That's fine too. You know what you do
Uh,
though? At least pay attention to it so you know what you're making fun of.
to be back then before the cash grabs got so much worse.
Yeah. So like I don't know. That Stargate film like that cat film Catherine is terrible. Most of them are not like great, right? As it turns out, like a shit ton of what are essentially made for TV movies after the first Stargate movie aren't very good. But if I showed you some of this stuff, you'd be like, "Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I understand this, blah blah blah." You know, I get it if it fits the continuity. I get it if it fits the theme. You wouldn't be like, "This is disgusting and boring somehow all at once." Cuz
This is
like,
both terrible and bad.
yeah, you wouldn't process it that way. And I can't stress it enough, and how much they ruined the character of Catherine, and how much they ruined like the Stargate universe by doing that, because they rewrite critical facts about the Stargate, like, and I'm not normally one that's like and the problem is like you could easily write this off as like, oh, you don't want women involved, and it's like no. Like you could have expanded Catherine's role in the show, and the show would have only gotten better. Catherine, the actress who played Catherine originally, was great. You could easily have had a woman like you could have easily had a story about like an adventurous young woman going through the Stargate and being the central focus. They frankly the focus on so many middle-aged to aging like to like near 50, 60-year-old men really kind of killed that. We did not get enough Samantha Carter, for example. So you could have
It's bad
done
and they
this.
should feel bad.
Yeah, the movie is just bad and they should feel bad. Again, like we did not need a woke lesbian fucking Goa'uld. Keeping the Goa'uld as heterosexual rapists really drove home the fact that there is a a gender dynamic and a power imbalance in a way
Yeah,
that
but
offloads it from
honestly, does
humanity.
it really fucking surprise you? Because, like,
No.
gay people were degenerates for so long in the eyes of society. Like, that's not a fucking surprise that they would do something like that.
But it's a fan cast, and the idea is supposed to be that her rapes are sexy.
Yeah, like, I think it's probably got some undertones too,
Well,
right?
That's
it's
Chris
supposed to be
Brown talk
fan
right there.
service. Yeah, it's yeah, right. It's supposed to be fan service is what it's supposed to be. And it's just awful. Like again, I'm not like and we all know I'm not a prude. That's not the complaint. The complaint is like you don't want to girl like you can't girl boss the Goa'uld into being like cool. The Goa'uld are precisely when you think a Goa'uld is cool, you like how pompous and cartoonishly villainish they are, on top of their actual horrifying villain behavior. Like that's why they work. When they do this shit, it's atrocious. And again, they're like, oh, you could be like, oh, you don't think like a first prime could be female. There were plenty of female first primes. We didn't see them on screen because the writers were in fact sexist. Like that's the answer to that. Of
Choose your
course,
I
issue.
know.
like of course they can be, but your female first prime should not be super sexy and then also an incompetent woman. She should be able to beat somebody up at least once. That way it demonstrates that like no, see she's not only pretty but she's deadly. That's why this girl likes her. It
Well,
should
listen,
it should not be
if she
hello nurse.
if she wasn't defeated every single time in battle, our male audiences might not realize that she's a woman.
Oh
What do you mean?
my god. You're not wrong. That's kind of how they wrote it.
No, they can tell. They can tell.
Yeah,
The
You
size
worried
of the
they
face, the Adam's
better,
apple, all of that, they can tell.
better double up the tit size just to make sure.
They can always tell.
About to do gender discovery science.
It really is like gender phrenology.
Yeah.
It is.
Like here, hold on. Here's the Goa'uld. Again, like when you see her, you'll be like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. That looks like we saw the Haster episode. It's not like we can't have sexy lady Goa'uld, but then if she's like, oh look, she's arbitrary lesbian, and all her Jaffa are female because women and girl boss. And like it ends up instead of it just being like, look, women can be powerful too. What it ends up sending the message is these lesbians lesbians are dangerous to be around. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Like,
if you're gonna send messages, it might as well be the correct message, I guess.
Well, this is like it's also
what do you do about that one?
it's like so clearly but women. It also like is like women can't rape men, right?
Right.
Yeah,
That's the
because
other
it's
thing.
sexy, so it's not rape.
That's how you double down on sexy, as you insert lesbians.
Yeah.
Gatekeep, girl boss, gaslight.
I mean, your lips to God's ears on this one, buddy. That's about it. Cause, and honestly, NB, to your point, like, yeah, I guess that I guess the more I think about it, you're right. Like they clearly, it's the exact opposite, right? They can't really rape you. They can't be nearly as bad as the other Goa'uld, even though they're bad. They can't be nearly as bad because only the Nazis, like these are women, they can't rape you. They can't hurt you like that. Even though the Goa'uld species is a parasite that crawls into your body and penetrates it through a new orifice or an existing orifice and takes over your spine and literally dominates the rest of your
Like a lesbian.
life. Not quite. Not quite.
Yes, queen.
Yeah.
Slay.
Yes, queen.
Slay your enemies.
Slay, queen, slay. But yeah, I mean that's the kind of stuff that like, I'm watching this shit. I'm watching Origins, and I'm like, ugh, Do we need to do this? Is this a thing we needed to do? Was there somebody asking for this specifically? Like, we're like, yeah, we needed this.
This
I don't
may
think
or
so.
may not have something to do with all of those Nelson boxes I bought back in the 90s.
Is that right?
And specifically said that this is exactly what I want.
No, go on. I want to know why I'm pissed at you here in a minute. What did you
Well, you
do?
see, in the early ages of the internet, you were able to buy a Nelson box on eBay. So I bought 10,000 of them.
Like 10,000 spoons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, the Nelson Company called me and they said, "What do you want to see on the show Stargate?" And I thought he said Star Trek. So I said more sexy female rape. Because obviously that would have improved Star Trek. Obviously
Okay.
Stargate, that was a bad thing. But for Star Trek, it would have been an improvement.
You want to
And
talk something weird on Star Trek? Let's litigate
no,
that
I
shit.
thought I thought I was hitting a safe spot.
You thought you were making a safe joke, and hell no, because remember, I've been watching Star Trek now.
Have you?
Yeah.
Now?
I started The Next Generation. Yeah, I just started it. First time.
Huh.
First time.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
How you liking it?
you obviously can correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding about Star Trek is that it's very topical. So it's like, it feels like a thing you should be watching of the era.
You'd be surprised.
No, it's pretty timeless.
Okay,
Are you
I'll
going to talk
accept it.
about the episode where Beverly fucks a ghost?
I'm not there yet.
Tell
I'm
me
only up
again
to
how it's
season 1, episode
timeless.
8. Ghosts are immortal.
Ghosts are immortal.
That's literally the plot of Paranormal Activity. It's a comment on pop
Okay,
culture.
got me there.
Mm.
Ghost fucking is immortal.
No. Okay, so like the first episode is like, an escape at Farpoint or whatever. They meet Q. They go on trial. They have to get out of there. They do the Battle Bridge separation, which I'm told they do like 2 more times because they like, we got to use this one sparingly. This is Nelson rating stuff. You know what I mean?
Right, my boxes.
Right. Um. Box. Anywho, anywho, the
Got him.
third episode is the first time that Wesley Crusher tries to kill the crew by just being there, and everyone's like, "Oh, Wesley, you're cute and adorable at 15. You are fine." Which is like, no, that child nearly got everybody killed. Stop. And he's supposed to be like a super autistic. Is like the plot for Wesley from what I figured out. It's like he's autistic but like in a good way. And it's like, boy, that's a weird sentence you just said.
Good.
Like it's weird to gauge his autism by its goodness and its helpfulness versus its destructiveness. Like, why are you weighing that child's mental health and physical health and needs that in such a manner? Why are we doing that? But nevertheless,
Girl boss gold.
well, remember this is like Gene Roddenberry's season. Like this is the boss man coming down on high and just being like, "Yo, I'll write this show. I know what's up." So then in the third episode, like I said, first 2 episodes they do the far point thing, blah blah blah. It's interesting enough. Gets me into it, right? The third episode is everybody's having a drunk orgy. Wesley gets drunk and he's like, "Haha, tee hee, I'm captain now. Let me kill everybody on the ship." And it's like an infection. You know, it's what if alcoholism was infectious, right? The fourth episode is what if there was a whole planet of Africa? That goes as well as you
What do
anticipate.
you mean? What if there's a whole planet of Africa?
You know exactly everything that entails. I don't need to describe it, and I don't really want to because if I start describing this episode,
We're gonna get canceled.
I'm gonna cancel us. Like it's that racist. Like it's just the most racist
Oh
thing I've
my.
seen in a while. And like mind you, like I have been known to just be like, I'm going to go to Wikipedia and find the most racist thing I can think of and read about it and try to find links from there to see how wrong I am that I haven't hit the most racist thing, right? Michael Jordan Peterson's been around me when I've been on one of these tears, so he can attest. I do this periodically. I just subject myself to horrors and then remind myself why we are anti-capitalist, pro-black folk on
Yeah,
this
well,
podcast.
that's how we all found out that they were still had racist mascots at schools. Remember?
Yeah, we just
Oh,
Oh,
that was a fun
we
one.
knew. Yeah, that was our local hometown mascot. Thank you very much.
hell yeah.
We're still very proud of our racism here.
Unfortunately, Chief Wigwam
That is,
TP is a terrible mascot, and it's way too long to say.
yeah, it's very hard to chant.
Yeah,
Bad in every sense.
But
bad in every sense. I couldn't.
Not even easy to say.
If you guys were like, Dan, write a cold blind episode of Star Trek and just know Data's autistic, Wesley's autistic, um, Tosh is
and they're
racist
on
against robots,
planet Africa.
and we want you to set it on Planet Africa. I couldn't
Yes.
produce an episode this racist.
Well, that's a good thing, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
The goal shouldn't be to make the episode be so racist that we want to be canceled.
If the planet had been like a veiled euphemism for N-word world, like the name of the planet had been a veiled euphemism for N-word world, it would have somehow still been less racist than the planet they gave us. Like,
Yeah, we're not trying to get canceled. We're not South Park.
exactly. Well, they're trying to get canceled because they're mad at Paramount. And like, you know what? Have fun with it, fellas.
I think it's funny.
Yeah. Just have fun with it.
Yeah,
That's it.
and to be honest, some of their best shit has always been produced whenever they were like really trying to push the envelope.
Yeah. Then
You
when they
know what I
piss
mean?
somebody off.
Yeah.
Like their
Ironically, that is whenever they're
Scientology,
doing their best shit.
Yeah.
their Scientology stuff is amazing.
Bingo. I know Tim Pool was like, "Can you believe what they did to President Trump? He did
Yes,
not
I
deserve
quite literally can believe it. Tim Pool, you bald motherfucker.
it." He gets a seat in the White House now. He gets a
For
special chair.
him?
Yeah, at
So
the
do many
briefing.
bald people.
Is it a
Just
Yeah,
cup
not in
they
the
chair?
call
White
it the cuck chair.
Yeah. Yeah. We all thought the same thing.
Oh, we knew what chair it was.
He knew it was a chair.
No, in the very front of the White House press briefing room, they're like, "This is the good boy seat for the new media people."
The good boy seat. That's a cheerleading section.
Mhm.
There's going to be no calling on you in this seat. You're going to sit there and watch while all the other
Well,
reporters get called on.
and they're like, "Tim's going to show you how to ask a proper question in the administration." And Tim Pool's like, "President Trump, I know your PP is huge. I know you're virulent and sexual. And I know that I'm aggressively attracted to you in a heterosexual way that borders on a homoeroticism, not heretofore seen since the lust for a Roman god emperor. What I want to ask you is, why are you so handsome? And sir, I'm going to have to hold you to account on this one." And like, that's his question.
And can I hold it when you pee?
Can I hold it when you urinate? President Trump, we know there's been a lot of harsh talk between you and Iran. What I'd like to know is, can I touch it while you urinate? And perhaps drink from it.
2 shakes
So
or
Tim
3?
Pool is Donald Trump's golden retriever cuck boyfriend.
Yeah. And like, and then of course, like, it's like they're like, hey, Trump's not even in the room. You don't have to talk like that. And he's like, "Excuse you, you're a woman, and I only talk to Donald Trump." And they're like, "See, this is how we want new media talking to the press secretary." Like, it's just
See, they
embarrassing
didn't
shit
bring
all
up
around.
Palestine once.
Yeah,
We like this guy.
yeah, exactly. You know, so yeah, there's a new cuck chair in the White House, and it's like the most embarrassing shit. Like, if you saw it, you'd be like, "Oh my god!" Like,
Well, I do remember actually hearing about this. They're like, didn't Pam Bondi or whatever like introduce it too during that press conference? We'd like to thank our
That sounded like a direct quote, actually. I'm impressed. When did we get Pam Bondi on the show?
I don't know. I think next week we'll be interviewing Pam Bondi, though. Oh, I gotta see about it. The next 2 weeks are gonna be weird for me. Fuck. All right, end of August, we're gonna plan. We're gonna talk to Pam Bondi's people. We're gonna try to get her on for 829. I'm getting ready for that Steel City Spectacular. I'm getting ready to go bloody down there. Go ham on it.
Steel City Spectacular?
Yeah, it's like 3 days of Magic the Gathering play. It's expensive as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 days.
3
That's
days.
That's quite a lot of Magic.
It's gonna be a lot. Yeah. It's all like some of it's like as bad as like start at 9 a.m. and then there's 2 days worth of this shit. That's their planner for the Legacy event. I'm literally hoping that like because of the recent banning announcement where they're just like, yeah, Legacy's fine, man. We like it though. That it's like, okay, I guess we don't play Legacy anymore. I guess it's not a thing that happens. And
I've
just
got
like
bad news for you.
nobody
Make Pam
shows up.
Bondi sound like the fucking parents in Charlie Brown.
Yeah. You just have to mumble. Hold on, can you mumble in that kind of a voice? Can you just be like, Epstein acted alone and did nothing wrong?
And also, if Donald Trump's name's in there, it's because the Democrats put it there.
It's just something Democrats. I can't.
Oh my.
But,
No.
dude, we got the dumbest fucking I mean, like, look, we've had some really goddamn dumb authoritarians throughout time, right? That's part of how, like, they usually fail, right? Is because they're so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Is that so? Like, they have no other way to go except down. Like, it's pretty insane. However, holy shit,
Pretty dumb this time.
it is so dumb.
Like they set the bar lower every day.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like,
I'm already on the floor, Captain. You can't go no much lower.
I'm giving her all she's got,
On
Captain.
you, we can.
I'm trying to
Can
get
always
beneath
go
the
lower.
floor.
Lower it another inch.
For Captain, they've nailed the floorboards. Dude, I can't get under them.
They're in the basement now.
Captain, the standards are in the fucking basement, mate. I can't fucking get there.
Get a drill. Start drilling. We're going lower.
Listen,
Picard.
Welshie, we're getting
Bars
down
of
there
hell, Pitbull.
ASAP.
Watch
We're
with
not
Bars
stopping
of
busting
hell.
bedrock.
Yeah, I just like we seriously got if Hunger Games fucked Idiocracy. That's
Yeah,
the
and
authoritarian regime we got.
And was so dumb that it couldn't move to begin with.
Yep. Oh man.
These dumbasses saw Hunger Games and was like, "Yeah, we should do that."
Saw this great documentary the other day. I was thinking about it. I think we can
About
get it to
Katniss
work.
Everdeen.
Hold on.
The only problem I saw was that there was this Katniss Everdeen character. I hated her. She was a terrible,
She's played by
nasty
Jennifer
woman.
Lawrence. Have you heard of her? That Jennifer Lawrence.
I
We're
saw it.
deporting her.
I remember
We're
the
gonna
Hunger
deport her.
Games. They were a good
They sent
movie.
her on the airplane.
I like the president character in the Hunger Games. I thought there was a woman there. Her name was Cat Piss. She was way too old. Way too old for me. Didn't like it. Wouldn't date her. Thought she was ugly.
Some shit like that.
Me and my good buddy Epstein.
My buddy Jeff and I, we went to see that movie. We said she's too old. It's
He
too.
said it
She's too old.
repeatedly.
Way too
It was a
old.
little strange. A little strange how much he said it, but you know, that's what he's about sometimes.
Yeah.
God damn it.
You know, we would have played somebody who was 10 years younger. That's what we would have done. Otherwise, the
Now
movie was good.
her little sister Prim, on the other hand.
Primrose is such a nice smell.
Oh man.
We were looking. We even asked, does Jennifer Lawrence have a sister who's maybe like 5, 6 years younger? Could have played this role a little better. No, they didn't have anyone. They kept saying, "Sir, this is a movie theater. We're not the directors." They were lying. Clearly, they were
I
lying.
said, I'm the president. I'm the president. Whatever I say goes.
I said, "Honey, you're washed up." I walked up to the screen and I said, "Honey, you're washed up. Nobody wants to see you. Big old uggo here. You shouldn't
You're
bother
good at
trying
that.
to
You're
act
giving
this
me a
down
headache.
again." What's that?
You're good at that. You're giving me a headache.
Thank you. You're welcome. I'm
You know
helping.
that ballet of Sandbergs and Snakes? I really like that Snow character, but he went after the chick he was going for. I would have been a little younger.
Oh.
I remember I was watching Game of Thrones. I
And
was
then he starts
watching Game
comparing
of
his daughter,
Thrones.
saying she's hotter.
I thought I was like Jon Snow. I thought I was like Jon Snow. I remember the blonde lady. Very pretty. Found out that was his aunt. I said, good call. Good call. Very pretty. Little old, but very pretty. Good job. That's what I said. I said she had the right attitude.
Yeah,
That one
Accurate.
wasn't a hit, huh? Okay. You're just like, yeah, that's probably how that happened.
No, that was accurate. That's
yep.
what it is.
I remember
Undeniable.
I saw Ned Stark, and then I saw Sansa Stark, and I thought Ned should be dating her. Ned should be dating Sansa.
Mm,
That's what
why
I
isn't
thought.
he?
Yeah,
I,
exactly.
I can't imagine why he would not
I'll
be
tell you
dating
what.
his daughter.
I saw Jamie, and I thought Jamie was my spitting image from when I was just 5 years younger. I saw Jamie Lannister, and I thought to myself, yeah, I wish I had a sister. Wish I had a hot sister like Jamie Lannister. You know, but what they did to the Stark boy, you know, where they threw him out the window, I thought to myself, that's good aim. It's hard to make sure they hit the grass part.
Yeah, he didn't want to kill him. Not that day. Had a lot
The
going
real
on.
problem the real problem was they didn't build the tower tall enough. If they had built taller I always build the tallest towers. That's why I build my towers so tall, so that
That's
if
what
I'm pushing children out of it, they really did taken out.
Yeah, when I throw a child out of a window, they don't get back. They don't come back up.
Maximum velocity, so you have to make sure they hit maximum velocity.
Won't have to worry about anybody holding the door now. Not going to worry about it. The door's going to be wide open.
Terminal velocity.
Yeah, terminal velocity. Fuck, sorry. Well, I mean, he would say maximum velocity
No,
because
that's
Oh,
what's
no.
perfect about it. That's what's perfect about it.
That's it.
Couldn't
That's
have
how I
been more
like it.
perfect.
Nothing's ever been more perfect.
Maximum velocity is technically more than terminal velocity.
yeah,
Yeah.
So, what does he think she goes through? Like a wind tunnel, like a portal?
That's how he
like
thinks
a
of it.
they hit a vacuum. They jump out and hit a vacuum.
MCU universe portal opens up in the middle of the Manhattan underneath her.
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
She's
Well, okay.
fighting Dormammu, folks.
Okay, what if it's like Doctor Strange, but like, if he's just like, he just pops in through a portal and they're like, what have you brought us? And they're like, he's like, fat Asian girlfriends.
I mean, could be worse, right?
It's like,
Could have
it's like
brought the
he's,
Third Reich or something with him. I'll
you,
I'll take it.
you get it though? Like, instead of like, it's like, he's like, ooh, I have magical powers. He's just like, yo, I find women to have sex with.
Mhm.
That's his entire purpose.
It reminds me of the fucking Have you guys ever watched Naruto?
Naruto.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big Naruto guy, but yes, we've all seen Naruto.
Okay, so like I can't remember what his fucking name is, but he's like he's like one of the big masters or whatever, but he also writes like porn.
Listen,
jeez.
you don't need to pretend you don't know. You're in a safe space here, NB.
It starts with a J. I can't remember what his name is. It's like
Uriah.
Uriah, there we go. Yeah. So that's the same fucking vibe.
You're pushing Envy to say it so you don't have to answer it like lightning fast.
I really remember what his name was. I'm terrible with fucking names though, so I could tell you what he looks like if it makes you feel better. I mean, it's not that I'm trying to not say I don't know
No,
who he is, because I fucking do.
I just like Jake's like, please say it so I don't have to. Please say it's a final do it.
Jake's over here trying to get me
Please don't make me be the one.
be the bad white.
Oh man. I love you guys. Son of
Please
a
don't make me
shame.
be the bad white.
I wish Juniper here for this one. That's too good. You're just like, I know who the pervert is. He has Jake's like, I have an encyclopedic knowledge of all perverts in anime.
That's like all anime though, right?
Yeah.
About every anime has the pervert.
I had said the one time I was trying to watch Seven Deadly Sins and like, you know, I'm watching it as like an older man, you know what I mean? I'm not like a 15-year-old boy anymore, but I'm like,
No, it doesn't hold up.
no. No, it doesn't.
No, it does not.
I was like, okay. And my buddy's like, yeah, you
He's
don't
like
like it?
a 15-year-old girl, and he's like in his 40s or some shit. Ugh,
Yeah.
it's icky,
And he's
icky.
like, don't worry, I stole your panties. It's fine. And it's like, that's a sex crime. That's not like a clever thing you did. That's a sex
Yeah, bro, you're being a pest.
That's a,
You're fucking sex pest, you fucking weirdo.
you know, I want to point out you're like in the middle of this guy's like, I'm gonna murder you guys, and you're like, yeah, well, I raped this girl. Like and like
And I will do it again.
that's your battle
And
plan.
again.
And again, I find it amusing. It's a challenge for me.
Confession is your battle plan.
Yeah. I find it very entertaining to
Respect
randomly rape
boundaries.
this woman.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus
And then
Christ.
like the tall one, the giantess or whatever, is just like, I really like that rapist. And it's like, okay, then he's yours. Like, instead of attacking the poor girl as being like, why do you like her? Why don't you just be like, yo, dude, I'm into it. All you have to
It's
do.
not any better. It's not any better that the fucking fairy woman looks like she's 5.
No, it's not.
I
That,
seriously got 5-year-old energy.
I forgot the fairy woman. 7.
She's the one that died. Like, she was in love with the one, and she dies,
Yeah,
and then they
Elaine.
bring her back later. Elaine, there you go.
Yeah, the fairies do
Like,
not. The fairies are intentionally like children. This is weird.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, the giant girl is like supposed to be coded as a child, or like at least somebody with Down
Isn't she
syndrome.
like 12 or something?
Yeah.
Like, why are these all kids?
Right.
But like the fucking fairy is supposed to be like 1,200 years old or some shit, but she's 5. It happens so many times. Like there's like the vampire of the vampire bun, I think,
Mhm.
and she's like a 1,200-year-old looking 5-year-old,
Yeah.
or 1,200-year-old 5-year-old looking. It's fucking weird.
Right there. Just
Like,
Down syndrome. It's Down syndrome on a 5-year-old. And she's into the immortal molester who's also like really just like he's like a murderer too. Like the list of things wrong with this anime when you start picking it apart, just like they're egregious, man. They are egregious.
yeah, it's fucking bad. Like, but it's just. But I think you figure that out with like a lot of anime, right? Like, You'll go
mean,
back
this
and
goes
watch
to
it
the
and be like,
Nellies.
ooh.
I have noticed that the more akin to isekai it is, just the
Yeah, the
more
worse
I don't know
it
what that
gets,
is.
the worse it
the
gets.
I'll be
more
about,
egregious.
what is that?
Isekai is like otherworldly adventures.
Like if you
Oh
are
yeah, like
thrown into an
yeah,
alternative
okay,
world.
yeah, okay.
Typically, they get hit by a truck or die somehow and get reincarnated in
Wake up
another
in a new
world.
world.
Yeah.
But not
Well,
just the
even like
regular world.
Inuyasha Kagome's like what, 15, 16?
Yeah, but look at what happens to her in like the first 2 episodes, right? She nearly gets raped like 4 times, and she's now bound. She's literally bound this demon boy who's like 9,000 years old, and murdered her in a past life after doing it with her in
Yep.
the woods, like all because they had a domestic dispute. And
I
she
think
not
the
only
further
made,
it gets away from it, the better it gets in general.
yeah,
I stand by, like, Full Metal Alchemist is phenomenal. It has problems, but those problems are fundamental to storytelling, not problems with, like, it doesn't hold up.
it has a lot fewer problems than like every character's a rapist or like the premise is rape,
Yes.
you know.
Right, exactly.
You play
Yeah,
a
because the
good
premise is the
game,
government
boy.
is evil. It's like, oh no, this is the real world. The biggest problem is it's too real.
Hold on.
You play a good game, boy.
That was so perfect. Thank you. But yeah, like in retrospect, like I've known about Isekai for literally since I started watching anime. Because one of the first ones I got was like Those Who Hunt Elves, and like realistically, like there's no reason I should know the score with Isekai anime, right? Which is also why like I tend to like really not like Isekai anime. Like I know what's up. I know what's going on there. It's all pervert shit. No, thank you. I'm good.
This is a power fantasy
It,
being masqueraded as culture.
well, the isekai, like it's interesting is like the like Those Who Want Elves was literally like what if we, you know how like when you were like 5 and you were like, what if I had a tank in like the English Civil War, you know what I mean? Like that's what it is. That's literally what that anime is. What if I had a tank and machine gun in the English Civil War? That's
What if
it.
you were? What if you were a Femme Hitler?
Not quite that.
Slay.
Slay girl. Yeah, it's not quite that bad, but like and then in the show, like the show involved like what if we stripped women naked and looked at their bodies? Like that was the plot. And somehow, out of all of them, still less offensive. Still less offensive than the guy who's like, I'm gonna molest this child over and over again as a key part of the plot to show how talented I am in battle. If you like what?
And that sucks because there were other good parts of that show,
Sure.
like that weren't that.
Yeah,
But goddamn,
when he wasn't molesting the little girl, like that character was like, yeah, he's cool. When he wasn't a child molester, yeah. Like the problem is like they were like the artist like really felt the need to stress how much of a child molester he was and coded as like a silly
Yeah.
fun thing.
Listen,
yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein was a very phenomenal banker in New York.
Yeah.
There was also some other thing he did that he might be famous for, but he was a really good banker. You wanted someone to manage your money, he definitely did it.
He knew what to do with your cash. He would put it in
and
mine.
apparently something else.
Yeah, he would just jam it into a child's asshole. That's what Jeffrey would do. Like that was his money management scheme. He's like, what if I invested a fist in this child's butt? And it's like, Jeffrey, I don't know, man. Like I understand you have $2 billion, so you got to know something, but like I can't possibly see how that helps.
I mean, just because your child's size doesn't mean that like it gives you that like right.
Yeah.
Like even though you're like 5 foot nothing, Jeffrey, like just because you're their height doesn't mean you get to play with them. That's not how this works.
You know what? You remember how I used to be super into Genshin Impact? I started falling out of that. They back to back they released 2 characters. Oh, let me find this. Okay. Let me find her. Because this is the one I remember. They released the second one in the vein of this. I want you to look at this character and I want you to tell me how old she is. And I understand like some people look younger than they are. And I'm willing to I'm comfortable with being like that's fine in art. You tell me
That
how
is
old
a
that character.
child.
That certainly looks like a child, right? That certainly
That is.
appears to be.
I do not want to see you sniffing around her. Boy, have you lost your mind? Because I will
It's
help
got
you
the
find it.
distinct. They have the distinct, like anime Lolita look to them.
Yeah, it's got the anime vibe of like this is
Yeah,
someone that's like 17 that they're
at best. I'm going to
gonna
show you.
play as
Now, I also want to show you like
teen.
about an 18-year-old.
Are you into the? Are
Okay.
you into the? Are you into the horse game?
No, I'm not into the horse game. Now that's an 18-year-old in Genshin Impact. I want you to process what you're looking at, and then go back and look at the first picture. You tell me how old that character is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
would you
definitely
guessing that she's
younger
supposed
than
to be like
18.
25 or something.
would you say 117? Would you say that
Oh,
number?
that's what they do. That is what they do.
Yeah,
I would not have guessed 117. You've got me there.
I've got you there.
Elf,
Yeah.
elf years. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I'm like, no. 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 We're good here. We're good. Again, like, hold on.
You can't just paint a duck like a goose and then be like,
Yeah.
okay, it's a goose now, everybody.
Okay, here we go. We're in round 2. Ready? Round 2. And this is not even the Japanese. We have found the people who actively
I
censor their
just
shit.
calling it a goose.
These are the Chinese. They actively censor what's going on, and this is what we're getting out of them. You know what I mean? Like that character. That's a 16-year-old in game. Girl's 16.
Uh,
Now you look at the first one and you tell me how old that child is, and you tell me 117 looks even remotely correct.
Well, they gotta dress their pedophilia up like something, right?
Uh-huh.
yes.
We have to constantly cover for these people.
Yeah, but it's okay, everybody. She's 117.
117. Yeah. Hold on, I just want to find.
Yet she doesn't know anything about the real world.
Right. June.
From another universe.
Like, how many
Right.
pillows do you think that fucking character is on, dude?
Too many. Too many.
It's bait. It is bait.
One is too many. So we're already. That's a false question. By the way, this character. To their credit, this character. Just gonna take me 1 second here. Now this one's about 5,000 to 7,000 years old. So just again, perspective. Still a problem. The 117-year-old looks closer to younger than the 16-year-old than the 7,000-year-old who does not look 7,000 years old. Okay. Just
Wait, how old is that supposed to be? You said 17.
the first one. The first one is
No, the
117.
last one you posted.
Yeah, the last one, 7,000.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh.
They've got to be just
Grandma,
using a
is that
random
grandma?
number
Huh?
generator.
Is that grandma?
Pretty much.
This is-
Turbo granny.
This
Now,
has just
at
got to
least
be a
he's-
random number generator.
For
How
the
old is this
record-
one? I don't know. Hit the random number generator. 7,000.
How
All right,
horny
good
do we
enough.
need to be? For the record, by the way, this one is coded as being about the same age as the one I just showed you. You want to tell me what's different between those two? They're the same.
Oh, that one's hot.
Corporate
That's the
says
difference.
there isn't a difference.
She dressed up for going out.
Oh my god, no way. They did not release Madam Ping. Holy shit, never mind. They released her. They re-released Madam Ping there. And now she's a playable character. When I show you what she looks like now as a playable character.
Are you thinking of spending?
Genshin.
Yeah, this game, I'm glad I quit. Like, I'm really glad I quit. This is now what she looks like, by the way. They've updated her. That seems more in the spirit of the whole affair, doesn't it?
These are the same character?
That's the same fucking character, yeah.
Wait, all three of those are the same?
No. The bottom two
The last
characters.
two.
So there's 3 characters down there that are all supposed to be quote unquote adeptus, like ancient creatures. 2 of them, the old
Wow,
lady and the
that's
one
cool.
right below her, they're the same character.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about a glow up.
Yeah.
999. 999. You turn 1,000, you instantly de-age. It's like prestiging your weapon.
Yeah. You gotta do the gotcha
Trying to
game.
get a golden Madam Ping.
Yeah.
And with that, I am out of here.
I'm done. I can't do this game no more. Yeah.
Gotcha. They gotcha game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just.
But then, if we're inconsistent about our aging, then they can say we don't know any better.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't that feel like what's really
Everyone
going
looks
on?
disturbingly young.
Yeah, and like here's the thing, I get it. You're selling this is a game ultimately for kids. You don't want it to be full of a bunch of old people, right? You don't want old people to be the focus of your gameplay. Plus, like, it's not really exciting to picture grandma in her walker trying to like climb mountains. I understand all that, and I understand you want the characters to be visually appealing because you are trying to appeal to the anime crowd, which is skewed towards like, if not ridiculous body standards, then certainly like, oh, we kind of want them to be pretty, right?
Yeah.
And not as many people find Ursula to be the hottest character in The Little Mermaid.
You
You know.
got me there, I guess.
How dare they?
Yeah, I
Yeah, it's
mean,
obviously
listen,
Sebastian.
Envy, as we've always known, everyone else is allowed to be wrong.
Yeah. You know, but that's like, that's a severe problem.
I guess. I don't know.
That's, yeah.
Whatever.
That's like a severe problem they have over and over again, and it's like, it's kind of gross. You know, and keep in mind too, like Genshin is like severely censored. You know what I mean? Like, then you start working through like, what about the ones that aren't?
The unofficial mods and stuff.
Uh,
Unofficial fan games.
the the mods can get you permabanned. They find out your mod in Genshin, they permaban the shit out of you because they don't want you putting in the nude mods like Nude Gene, which I just named something completely blind. I don't know if that's in the game or not. Anywho,
Loot box.
nude box. Ha. Yeah, they don't want you. They don't want you running naked Madam Ping, naked John Yun,
Mm.
naked Kiku because she's 16. That'd be real bad. Naked Amber legal. Naked Faruzan perfectly legal apparently. She's your
Just leave
grandma's
it in your
age.
fan fiction.
Yeah. I like. I don't know what gaming looks like under socialism, but I have to hope it's not this. Otherwise, we'll just need another revolution right away.
No.
Well, you're
Tetris?
probably gonna have another revolution,
Tetris?
like right away, anyways, because typically what happens in revolutions is like, two sides will get together because they're like, hey, we have one thing that we want to go after, right?
Mm.
We get this one thing that we go after, but then afterwards it's like, yeah, we want this thing and then these guys want that thing, and usually they'll split and fight amongst each other.
Fair. That's fair. Well, with that happy thought, good night, everybody.